I think it's safe to assume we all know what this is. It is a mini bike pump that you mount to your frame. This is the one I've been using for a couple years now, and I like it. It's light, it's kind of slimline, it's got a little gauge on here so you know what PSI you're working towards. Lock it onto your valve, and you're good to go. This is the pump that I had on my old bike, and then when I got my new bike, I switched it on over. But now that I'm letting somebody borrow my old bike, I needed to put a pump on that one, because you really shouldn't be riding without one. Even if you're using CO2 cartridges, which I do, it's nice to have this as a backup, because once the cartridges are gone, you're out of luck. Because my pump was working just fine, I hadn't looked around at mini bike pumps in quite a while. So I cruised around Amazon, see what options were available to me and for what prices. And that's when I stumbled upon this Filixar for $23. So not that expensive, and I thought, might as well throw it on the list and see what it's all about. When I go out riding, I will go not just with some CO2 cartridges, but I will also go with a frame pump, because once you run out of cartridges, you're dead. And so it's better to have backups. So, cracking into here, we have a little thingy. Oh, oil, maintenance. How to use it. So it looks like this isn't just for bikes, but you can do other equipment too. You've got your Schrader and your Presta valve on here. So it looks like it comes with, let's see if we can zoom in on here. It looks like we've got the bike pump, metal rasp, which is really just to rough up your inner tube if you've got a hole so that you can use a patch. You've got an inflation needle, which will be helpful if you play sports and need to pump up your sports ball. A couple screws and a pump clip so that you can mount it underneath your water bottle cage on your bike. So let's zoom out here a little bit and see. So there's the pump. We'll look at that in a second. Here is your patch repair kit, which half the time these work for me, half the time these patches do not adhere. So might as well give this one a shot, see how it does. And then in this little baggie here we have, let's see, we've got screws for the frame, and we've got a needle to pump up basketballs and soccer balls and things like that. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that because I don't have any of those, but it's there just in case. And here we go. Let's take a look at this pump. Alright, so it's the strap for the frame pump. So screw this on to the frame right underneath your water bottle cage, and it's out of the way. Here we go, nice and sleek. So right now it's set up for Schrader. You can see the little plug and everything in there. But if you unscrew this and pull it out, you don't take it off, you just pull it out. You can now look down and see that it is ready for a Presta valve. So you're able to do multiple things and you don't have any parts that come off. So I kind of like that. And then you do that. So I kind of like that there aren't any parts that come off, because inevitably, knowing me, I will lose them and I don't want to lose them. So this is nice that it's all in one. And it's, you know, the bike pump. It's nothing too crazy. I'll be curious to see how much pressure I can get with this guy. It's nice and small, it's compact. I can actually run it on the frame if I want in this little clip, or I can stick it in a jersey pocket because it's nice and compact. So that is the Filixar HQ52. So there is our Filixar mini bike pump. It's nice and small and compact, actually smaller than my existing bike pump. I'll admit, I have put this in my back pocket because I've used the little frame mounts to put a little external battery that I can run my GoPro off of instead of having to change that battery out every 45 minutes. With a smaller pump, a little more compact, it might be a little easier to keep this in my pocket if I need to go ahead and use this for ulterior motives. The pump has a nice weight to it. It's a nice balanced weight as opposed to this one here where there's a lot of extra weight in the front because of the plastic and the gauge and everything else. And yeah, while this doesn't have a gauge, you can really do a lot by feel on the bike. And this is really a rescue pump anyway to get you home or to the bike shop or wherever you need to get to. We're gonna go ahead and put the clip onto the bike frame, and then I'm gonna flatten one of my tires and pump it up with this guy so that I can see kind of what to expect when I'm out on the road and I need to pump up from a flat.